Good morning, Taylor, Frado, Sandman, uh, Eric. I'm looking, Bud, Backwoods. I'm looking for a girl. Sue, good morning, Sue. You're up. Sue, you're the sweet girl today. Sue, are you willing to do our game this morning? The girl game for this week? Will you do that for us, Sue? Sue, can I start you up? Good morning to all of you gorgeous people. Sue, good girl. Sue, you're up. Sue, we have the candy box. So Sue's going to give away the candy box, okay? While I get this other couple of things dialed in. You go ahead, Sue. While everybody says good morning to each other here, too. I've said good morning to a half a dozen of you already. Thank you for texting me and already hanging out with me this morning. I love you guys. Sincerely, sincerely. Let me try to get IG. Sue's doing a game. You guys, Sue's doing the game this morning. So work with Sue. Whatever Sue does, that's Sue's deal, and Sue's going to be giving away a candy box. Okay, good morning, Jay Woo and Bud and JoJo. Okay, so Taylor, hang in there. She'll tell you what the game is. Good morning, Aaron, Fredo, Fred. Big J, you handsome galoot. Good morning to L. L's already all over the applesauce, you guys. Oh, let me get this going. Sue's up. You guys pay attention to Sue. She's in charge. Okay, you guys, Sue's doing the deal. There we go. Cool stuff right there. So funny how that comes out backwards. Okay, oh, she did some kind of a color. Okay, she did a color, cool. Cool, I'm gonna say aquamarine. Aquamarine. I don't even know what the question was. This is beautiful. I love this. I love looking it over my screen and being clueless. Not having a clue what the heck's going on. Sure had fun at Discord last night. Bunch of goofballs. Aquamarine. Somebody say aquamarine. Someone say, oh, chartreuse. We've already done chartreuse. Pink. That's a good color, Eric. Polka dot's a little cheating, right, Timothy? Aren't you picking like 4 colors there? There, Bud's aquamarine. Well, we got a bunch of aquamarines finally. I think that's the actual answer. I don't know what the question is, but I think aquamarine's the answer. I'll bet you it is. Seafoam, I love the color. Ginger gnome, I love the color seafoam. And gray. Everything I do down in the lab is gray and white. Gray and white. Or a nice blue and white. Or black. We do black and white. Good morning. Look at all you people saying good morning to each other. While she's doing that, I'm going to do this. Oh. Oh, somebody's smart. Clear. They went with clear. Trike green. That's all. I haven't seen that color in the Crayola box yet. Trike green. I know exactly what it looks like too. It's that icky color of green. Kind of a bright green. Hate that color green. Hate it. I used to like green. I like green out in nature, but not in my tubs. Trike green. That's the best. Good morning to Jeff Coleman. Good morning, my friend Jeff. I miss you. I'm gonna see your lovely beat this evening. I'm out there cleaning. Jeff left 2 of his ice coolers here from the fest. I have to go clean them today before B gets here and looks at them. Backwoods is the winner. Backwoods. And Backwoods didn't win anything this week yet, so it's perfect. Sue, you nailed it. You nailed it. Backwoods. So Backwoods, let's see what you got in here. Sue, thank you for doing that. Good job. And it looks like it ran for a little bit there. Good job, Sue. And she did that, by the way, with no notice. I just told her she was the first girl here this morning. So I just said, would she do it? Would she do What you guys remember this week? Each morning, one girl we pick, and she's gonna do a giveaway game. Okay? Oh, Pops is in big trouble if the coolers aren't clean. Bro, trust me, I'm cleaning coolers today. Two of them. I'm handing them back. B, they've looked like that since you left. I have to wipe them down so they're not wet and stuff, because she'll go in there and she'll check if they're wet. Go, oh, yeah, you just washed them. So I got to wipe them. I've got to wipe them down. I've got to do all of that. Yeah. But it's worth it. They're good coolers. What's in the candy pack? What's in the candy pack? From Sue to Backwoods. Sue's giving you a pop pack. Beautiful little pop pack right there of only the best. By the way, they happen to be the best. Ask around. Ask me. You get an apple crisp with a supplement in there instead of a capsule. That's actually a little supplement, probably stronger than a capsule. And we get our morning candy, a Thrasher candy. Uh-oh, I gotta clean the coolers. Yep, we gotta clean coolers, L. Around here, the girls keep track of all that stuff. If I don't do it, I'll find out about it. Here's so good box, Scotty. You like that box, Mr. Drummond? Backwoods. Nice job. Nice way to start your morning out. Boop, boop, and boop. So send me a reading and DM me your address. Hey, high five, high 10. Everybody out there. No, there's not enough likes. We only have half the people here have even pushed like. That's not acceptable. We do better than that, or impeccable. We can do better than that. I want a bunch of high 10s. Can you guys give me high 10s? Boop! Give me high 10s, or even just a 5. A 5. Every single winner this week has sent in a reading. You guys are on the ball impeccably this week. I'm incredibly proud of you. A couple of them I haven't read necessarily because they'll fit in or whatever. High 10s. I'm not joking around. That's a good thing. People getting in. It's the spirit of kindness and goodness, and don't let each other down, etc., etc. I'm very proud of you guys. I mean that. This has been a very good week in terms of just cooperation. It's been a good week. And if you were at Discord last night, Pops Manol Cholo. I was Pop Cholo. I was, no, what do they call him? What was the guy's name? The drug lord. What was his name? Not that I'm a drug lord, I don't mean it that way, but the guy, what was his name? Escobar, Pops Escobar. That's it, Alley Cat. I was El Chapo. I was in El Chapo. No, I like El Chapo. He was a little short guy, and he just escaped all the time. Escobar, he went down in flame. But El Chapo, he was a shady, sneaky little fella. He could get up. We're going to dig tunnels to get El Chapo out, right? You guys dig some tunnels, get Pops out? Give me 10 people. We'll keep going here, but I want 10 people to say El Tig Pops out. Well, El Chapo pops out of the deal. Come on, I'm counting on you guys. I know at least 10 of you. I know at least 10. Popo, Kristen says, yes. You got to help Tig get a campaign going. I know I will. See, Big J's big, too. Big J. If you can get him through the tunnel, you'll get me through the tunnel. So, Big J, you got to be on tunnel patrol. Okay, you got to tunnel Popo out. It was so fun. You guys are free Pops. Yeah, start a whole campaign. Free Pops. Bill Popo. It was funny, you guys. It was really, I've never worn a headband in my whole life. Ever in 63 plus years. Never put a scarf around my head. Now I know why Eric does it. They're all the tunnel creepers. I know why they do it. What? You get an attitude. You put one of those around your head, and all of a sudden you're like, I got gangsta. I got gang. Like, really? That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do is put a scarf around your head, and you get like you go 3 levels up in confidence, 3 levels up in badass. Like what? Then now I know why Harley Davidson guys and all that are wearing the scarves. I'm gonna start wearing a scarf. No, thank you guys. It was so funny. Eric, now I know. Eric saying, "Oh, it's to hide about what bald spot? You're not even bald, Eric." Oh, that was so funny. I'm sorry to carry on about it, but I was El Papo last night. Readings that were sent in. Let me get a couple of them, and we're going to do a bunch of games this morning. Okay? Let's have fun today. Let's have a ball. Let's be in love with each other. I'm going to do a definition here in a minute, but I want to do a reading first. Okay? Here we go. This came from Haley. Haley sent this in. And it's not really long. It's funny, I just see her name on my screen just now. And it's not super long, but I like it. There's 2 in here that aren't super long, but I like them a lot. So let's listen. Earth and sky, woods and fields, lakes and rivers, mountains and seas are excellent schoolmasters, and they teach us more than we can ever learn from a book. John Lubbock. Oh, I like that. So many times I don't take the time to listen to the sky and the earth and the seas and let it be my master school teach me. I'm a good guy to read books. I'm really good at reading books and studying out of books and Google stuff. And man, do I slow down enough to listen to the world teach me? I have been since I got into mushrooming, man. I let my tubs teach me. I truly let my tubs, they talk to me and teach me. I learn a lot, especially with consistency, especially major consistency. You learn so much. A guy that the world speaks to like this, I'll use because he's a good friend of mine, Jeff, here, Captain Jeff. He's out there, he can see nature in ways I have never experienced it. You see that ripple of the water, the way it is, that means underneath there's probably a log, and underneath that there's going to be a fish on the other side of that, and the way the waves are coming in and the wind's coming in this direction means the bait's going to be blowing against the bank like this, so we have to drag our... What? This is things the earth and sky of sea have taught him because he listened and learned. It blows my mind to watch somebody can learn like that. That's why I love him. I respect it. So I'm like, teach me how to learn like that. Teach me. The guys that are learning from nature and nature alone, the John Muirs of the world. God, let me go back and be an ethnobiologist. It's very connected, you guys. If you understood the idea of that fishing line, just the line itself. The angle of the line tells him the speed of the boat and how fast the water is under. It's boggling your mind, but that's how come he'll be the guy comes out of the river with 8 fish when no one else comes out with 0. He listened. And it was some humble listening. He didn't go out there and I know everything. I'm going to go listen today. It's not just fishing. It's listening and learning every time we go. So that's my example. And you guys have other examples in your lives you could teach, show us. I'm going to post this one. Oh, you guys, it's a magnetic experience every Saturday to look forward to. You know you're going to go learn and enjoy and be blown away by the goodness of our world. And the nature hands you fish to eat. More fish than we can possibly eat. Enough to feed 55 people here. 55 people all eating off the same plate. Out of that same... I got goosebumps right now. I honestly have goosebumps. Let's do this before I go further. I got goosebumps right now. Especially because I remember how good the food was and the fun, and I don't want to talk about them fest too much, but that's what happened because we listened to the world. And people out there know how to do it. People like Jeff and Kevin. I'm going to do a definition. You guys know the definition game, right? This is the game where I'm going to read a definition, and then you guys are going to say the word. You're going to write the word. The first person to write the word across my screen and spell it correctly, it must be spelled correctly. The first person that I see on my screen is going to win one of 3 boxes. Okay? So here's the definition. And then you guys write the word. The action of consenting. The action of consenting. Agree, permission, agreement, comply, permit, agreement, permit, agreeing, permission, agree, allow, agreement, allow, allowed, permit, allow, consenting, terms, approve, allow. Just make sure I've got this. Allow, accept, upon, consent. There we go. Ginger gnome. Acceptance. And it's the whole word and it's spelled correctly. Logan came close with accept, but it's acceptance. It's the action of. The action of consenting is to accept. Acceptance is the action of consenting, right? To receive or to undertake something offered. Acceptance. To receive or accept something offered is acceptance, right? The action of consenting. Good job by all of you guys. You had some really smart answers in there. I'm really proud of you guys in your vocabulary. I'm not joking. Do you guys, before I go to give Ginger her choice here, Ginger, by the way, pick 1, 2, or 3 while I'm talking. Ginger, you pick 1, 2, or 3. Ginger's pretty new with us, and she's been diving in and really wants to get involved. She wrote to me the other day, Pops, how do I get involved? How do I become a student? Number 3, how do I really dive in? I was really proud of her. Wrote back. I said, you're doing the right thing. We had a little bit back and forth. Be proud of what she's up to, you guys. This is how you do it. You dive in. Hurl yourself in. Hurl yourself in. Guess what? I think Ginger's already finding a soft feather bed. Ask her. I'll bet you any amount of money she's going to tell you this has been a soft feather bed she's landing on. I'll bet you. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, Ginger. Oh, Ginger box. Okay. Today we call it the box of 3s. We did it in groups of 3s. I hope you guys are good with that. So the first thing we have in there is an apple crisp with a 250 milligram dose. We got some more Dosey McDosertons. Okay, another beautiful Pops pack. The apple crisps, by the way, I personally love them. And you guys are so kind. The way you guys have acted like you care for, you like them. And the other thing in there is 2 grams worth of supplements. And these supplements, just so you guys know, these supplements happen to come, this is a pretty nice box right here. Okay. Right there. These supplements come from Arkansas. Figure that out. If you should know what that means, right? So this one's going to, to Ginger. Ginger. Good job on getting that word correct. Nice work. We have more prizes. We have 3 or 4 more we're going to do today. We're going to get carried away. And then tomorrow's what? Can anybody remind me what tomorrow is? I bet you Jeff will say it first. What's tomorrow? Help me. What's tomorrow on our program, our regular tea? What do we call Friday? Whoops, I almost said it. What do we call tomorrow? Alley Cat Big Bucks Friday. That's it. You guys are great. No, Jeff did not say it first. Allie's got some fast thumbs. Alley Cat, you're as quick as a cat out there. Tomorrow, BBF. Right, Chris and Ellen? BBF tomorrow, and I mean it. We're going to have boop, 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 boop. We have to reward you guys for putting up with Pops for a week. Speaking of a week, can I say one thing? Brr, Matthew, can I say one thing about a week? Today's the 7th. Wasn't just like last week the 1st? God, it went by fast. I feel like yesterday was the 1st. And I'm putting in this morning Pops, tea with Pops, 10-7. I'm going, 7? We're already 7 days have gone by. Man, I gotta get out of the lab. What's going on in the world out there? I don't even know what's happening. It's crazy. What a crazy thing. Let's do this reading. This came from Wes. Wes sort of owed me this one from last week, and he claimed his box yesterday. He sent this in. And I'll tell you what, we don't do Shakespeare enough. Do you know that? We don't do Shakespeare enough around here. Please don't send me Shakespeare. Boop, don't send me Shakespeare. Shakespeare's so hard to read. It's especially hard to read out loud. I have to read Shakespeare about 8 times, 2 lines, about 8, and I'm a smart guy. I have to read Shakespeare about 8 times to understand, oh, that's what he meant by that 2 lines. It's a struggle. It's a lot of work to read Shakespeare. At the end, I'm kind of like, oh, I get it. That was okay. God, man, I'm sweating. That was a lot of work to get through that page. Okay, now, who reads a whole story of Shakespeare? Everyone does, Pop. It freaks me out. But I like it, because then when I'm done, I feel smarter. I'm like, okay, well, see, I'm smart, because I actually think I understood that. Yeah. You can bite your thumb at me. So, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Shakespeare. Don't send a lot of Shakespeare. But he sent this one amazing Shakespeare quote. And this is our life, exempt from public haunt. Find tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. That's it. I didn't have to work on that one super hard. And this is our life, exempt from public haunt. Private time, alone time walking through the woods, floating down the river. You find tongues in trees and books in the running brooks and sermons in the stones and good in everything. I like that. Goes perfectly with the last reading, Kristen. I don't know what you guys are up to out there. Like I said, you guys write to each other back and forth. Say, let's all 3 of us send these to Pop so they all sound the same. I know you do that. This came from Brianna. This came from Brianna, who was given a gift here by one of us yesterday. One of the winners, I think it was Chef, maybe. Chef might have given it to her. And, excuse me. She sent this in, and I'm reading. I go, wait a minute. As I'm reading, and I'm thinking, this is handwritten. This isn't out of a book from somebody else. This is handwritten. And then I get to the bottom, and I'm like, oh, that's who wrote it. We know this person. Okay? It's called, you guys ready for this one? Oh, by the way, L and Free, I have not learned, I haven't spent any time on it. Learning how to do my bowl that Joe Dibbs can do in no time flat. Joe Dibbs is already a singing angel. You guys are going to show me, please show me when you guys get out here. We'll spend some time. Pops is going to learn that bowl when you guys are here. But here we go with this poem. Sorry about that. It's called Tea with Pops. Tea with Pops. You already know it's going to be a good poem, right? Ah, forget it. You guys don't want to hear this poem. Nobody here wants, unless 2 or 3 people tell me they'd like to hear the poem. I don't know. Tea with Pops is the name of it. Is it going to be goofy or is it going to be good? You guys want to hear the poem? Okay, it's going to be a good one now. I can't even cliffhang you with this one. Tea with Pops. Tea with Pops. Me and Pops. Early morning talks. Trying to get our day right. Fight the good fight. Spread some good words. Get our own vibe right. Come on and join us for tea. Come on and take a dose with me. We can pull a card. Say hi to E. Car parts, presidents, fruits and mush. Sometimes those micros can be too much. Find a reading, send it in. We enjoy your company. Please come again. Lee Burdick, you wrote the theme poem for the tea. You wrote our theme poem. Lee Burdick, I don't know if Lee's here this morning or not. That is so good. It's by Lee Burdick. Okay? You want me to post that? I'll post it just like that. Joe Pop should rap it. Oh, yeah. Get my little thing on. Right? That's our theme poem. That's our theme poem for now. Until somebody comes up with something better, good luck beating that one. Okay? Pop do be spitting, right? I don't know what that means. Is that good? If Pops do be spitting, is that okay, Logan? I'll post this one. It was really good. It's so good. Car parts, presidents, fruits, and mush. Sometimes those most micros can be too much. Right? Let's deal with old Popo. How can we not be enjoying our life? You guys please enjoy our life with you guys make me feel so damn special. That's not even funny. That is so cool. Somebody sat down and wrote this, and yet there's a whole lot of family in this one. There's a whole lot less Pops than there is tea and joining and spread good word and trying to fight our day and fight the good fight. And this is good. Isn't it like, that's why I like it so much. Find a reading, send it in. We enjoy your company. Please come again. I should have waited to the end and done this one. No, should I have waited to the end? Lee, if you're not here, you have to watch this back. All right? Anyways, thank you for that. On that note, let's do a game. On that note, let's do a game. We might as well do. Oh, you guys, I gave you clue yesterday. If any of you guys are paying attention to my post yesterday, I posted a list of with a map. It was unfortunate. It's a little bit old data. It was 2014 data, but I think the numbers are going to be pretty close to the same nowadays. The top 10 mushroom producing countries in the world. Top 10 mushroom producing countries in the world. And I picked one off of that list. Go. One of the top 10. China was number 1. I didn't pick China. United States was number 2. I didn't pick China. 2. France, Colombia, China, Brazil, Asia, USA, Ferndale. Ferndale. I'm going to get Ferndale one of these times. I love it when you say that, Cappy. Brazil, China, Thailand, Brazil. Amsterdam's on the list. I didn't say it. Canada, Amsterdam, Japan, USA, Poland, Netherlands, Canada, Africa, Iran. That's the answer. Exception. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Iran. Iran's number 10. Who would have thought that Iran? But actually, when you look at it on the map, it's a pretty big country. But Iran. Iran is number 10 in the world for mushrooms. So congratulations, Exception. That's that engineer brain. She's probably looking at the chart and going, I know he's going to pick the most different one on here. So I ran all the way to get some. That's great one, Exception. You got that. Really good. Good job. Which one do you want? Do you want the top one or do you want the bottom one? I'm glad that kind of freaked everybody out because it freaked me out too. That just that information. It's like, really, Iran. I guess they eat a lot of mushrooms. And, these are edible and gourmet type of mushrooms. Exception going top. Okay. So, good job, Exception. You don't have to tell the sheriff to get her reading in. She'll know what she's doing. Okay? What did Laura say that we're thinking the same thing? Iraq, Scott, that's true. They do have wax and stuff there too. Okay, out of your box, we did a triple up today. Almost all the boxes look pretty close to the same, except the very last box where we got carried away on the last one. Well, we got a nice apple crisp in here. You know what I'm going to do for you? Shh. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. This is for Exception, but it's not really for Exception. Okay? This is for Exception, but it's not really for Exception. This one's for Andrea. Give that one to your wife. And put something else in the bag just because I love Christopher. So let's give Christopher these. You give Christopher these. Okay? And then you get this. And then you get this. Okay? So boop, boop. Boop, boop. And not because I love Exception so much, even though I do, because I love Christopher. Christopher, if I'm going to send something, Christopher gets something too. Okay? Have you guys seen that kid? Smart, sharp, loves science. I mean, the works, right? And there's no way she could sit there and eat. Anyways, that's how we got to do. Exception. We'll get that out to you. Okay? What do you guys think of that? That was good. Nobody asked for the card today. Nobody asked for a card. Boop. 6 of Cups. Thank goodness it wasn't a sword. I don't know why I'm talking bad about swords. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe we're just making a joke out of it. Look at that. Nice card. 6 of Cups, and it's called Pleasure on the Thoth deck. Is Sai here? Good morning, Sai. I want to read another thing. You guys want another cute poem? Say, Pops, read a cute poem. I want 10 people. Pops, read a cute poem. Then I will. It's only one. I'm waiting. There's 2, 3. This is a cute poem. 4, 5. I think they're coming. Can I get a boop? Lawrence, can I get a boop? I didn't realize how much I said boop, and now I say it a lot more. Thank you for asking for this read. Here's another poem. This poem, you guys, is cute. This one's another one that we have to post. Not as cool as Lee's, because Lee's about us. So we're cool, right? We're all cool. Any poem about us is going to be great, right? But Mavis, it's true. Boops are a joy spreaders. Who would say boop mad? Who goes around, boop? You don't do it that way. You boops are like, boop, right? We'll define boop very soon. Oh, that should be, Kristen, that's a smart one. Like, I'll be a definition and the answer is boop. Be prepared. Be prepared. You guys, I'm giving you hints. Okay, I'm giving you hints. Am I right? You can't walk around going angry boop. There's no such thing. It's literally, it's impossible. There's no such thing. No angry boops. Okay? Let's read this poem. This poem came in from Elizabeth. Lizzie on here. Lizzie on here. Oh, it charmed me when I read it. I had to write back, I go, this is so cute, I can't stand it. Look at the little picture for it that it comes with. Okay. Lizzie Lou. Eric, you're right. There are no bad boobs. This is so cute. And I am going to post this later today too, because it's Little Mr. Mushroom is the name of it. You already know it's cute. Little Mr. Mushroom. Little Mr. Mushroom, under a tree, I look at you, and you look at me. You grow from the grass in a single night, with your round hat and your head so white. You have no hands or feet to run. You stand and blink at the morning sun. Little mushroom, what would I do if you were I and I were you? That's it. Who does mushroom poems? I gotta read it again. Little Mr. Mushroom, under a tree, I look at you, and you look at me. That's this, well, they're staring at the mushroom under the tree, right? You grow from the grass in a single night, with your round hat and your head so white. You have no hands or feet to run. You stand and blink at the morning sun. Little Mr. Mushroom, what would I do if you were I and I were you? God, I'd like to be a mushroom once in a while. Forget all the bills. Just get in a tub. Have Pops raise me. Just have someone nice like Pops raise me. Climb into a tub. Like, you know what I mean? Isn't that a great poem, Liz? That was really good. It's cute. It's really cute. You don't get a lot of mushroom poems. So I don't know where she found that. Children's book, perhaps, or it's written by a James K. Baxter. I should attribute it correctly. Anyways, I'll post this. Okay? Get in the tub, Carrie. I'm not kidding you. Now, I have a long letter that was written by, one moment. We have a long letter that was written I'll find it in just a moment. In the meantime, I want to read this one thing to you guys. I found this morning when I was looking at acceptance. And even though we're on assumptions in the book, just because of our time frame, I'm not sure we're going to get to assumptions today and pick back up where we left off last night or yesterday morning. Because I found a couple of things to continue the theme about acceptance that I thought was super cogent, important to what we're thinking and talking about here. Let me read this. Acceptance. What is, when we talk about acceptance, when I talk about it in our venue here, when I talk about acceptance, what do I mean? What does Pops mean? And acceptance is like, isn't that usually the first step in getting ready to go fix something? You have to accept where you are. You have to acknowledge your situation, right? And some healthy acceptance is a great place to start. It's the exact opposite of denial, isn't it? Wouldn't acceptance in this case be the exact opposite of denial? Yeah. I just saw maybe Lee just joined. Lee. Your poem, bro. You missed. I'll post it. We're posting it, and I'll post my reading of it too. I'll post it. I filmed us reading it. Too good to miss. Too good to miss. So let's go the opposite of denial. Let's go the opposite of denial, and let's go towards acceptance. It's a great place to start. Leave the house. Acceptance is when you can look back and say, hey, I may not be okay with the fact that that happened, and I may not ever be over it. But there are new things in my mind and heart, new things to take my energy and attention, things that actually deserve it, things that don't force me into having to accept anything I don't want to be or move on. Acceptance is tomorrow. Even if the pain is still there, you realize it may always be. And somehow, that's okay. You're not running from any of it. You experience it and let it wash. And you're already looking at your tomorrow if you're in acceptance. You're already looking at tomorrow if you're in acceptance. Work on the flaws that can be corrected. And learn the things that can't be. There's things about you can't be changed. Can't fight them. Can't work on them. They're okay. That's it. That's me. I'm learning to love it just like it is. The things that you can change, the flaws that you can, those are the ones you want to work on. You can be overwhelmed. I have so many, I got to work on them. Work on the things you can work on. Accept some of the flaws you have. I could tell you a whole list of mine. You know why I can list them? Because I accept them. It's easy to make a list. You know it's hard to do? Therapist work here. When therapist guy, sometimes you take somebody and I want you to write 5 things you don't like about yourself, and I want you to write 5 things you do like about yourself. Guess which list gets written faster? Guess which list is easier to write usually? Acceptance is the act of opening up to painful feelings and sensations that we might otherwise want to avoid or fight. It's okay. When you fight it, you're not accepting. You're already moving towards denial. Couple more thoughts. Just a couple more. In the same vein. Start where you are. You don't start where someone else is. Or compare yourself to them and their starting point. Oh, I can never get there. Look at where they... Oh, I'm no way ahead and they're way... You never compare yourself to someone else's starting point. You have a starting point today, right now. I had one when I woke up this morning. I could have started today 100 different ways. I could have started today and called in 6 and I don't want to do tea. I don't feel like it. I don't want to be prepared. I don't want to do all the work. I don't want to say, I don't want to. Every day, you got to decide. You start where you are. You use what you have, and you do what you can. Every day. If you start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can, one day at a time. I'm not being Mr. Recovery Talk, one day at a time type. Not that one day at a time. One day at a time. Practice that thing that you're wanting to grow. But you have to start where you are. You have to use what you have. You can't use something you don't have. You can't lust after, oh, I wish I had, and I can't do it because I don't have. Use what you have. And Lawrence is saying, if you put forth enough effort, you will prosper. There are spiritual principles, but we too often sit on the couch. Whiskey, practice. Man, I can't. That is the word that I just live daily. I tell Brock and myself, practice. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. You are completely sufficient. I wrote it yesterday. We are the most powerful beings in the planet. Homo sapien, number one. And inside the Homo sapien group, you get to decide how much power you have in the tribe. You make that decision. You want power? Practice kindness and goodness. You will gain power beyond belief. Power to continue to be good and impact lives in ways that you can't imagine. We're so powerful, but you have to practice your power. You have to practice your power. Love this. We all experience pain. If we pretend it's not there, that's denial. You accept the things that aren't cool. It happens. Trike in the tub. Your pain will either be your prison or your platform. It's your choice. That's all you ever have to say for the rest of your life. Your pain, meaning your negative experiences, the things that haven't gone super well. You get to take those and you get to make them a platform to launch into the next level of your career and your life, or you get to sit there and wallow in it. You get to let it be a prison. It's a prison for so many people, and they'll never get out of the wheelchair they put themselves in. And then there's people that make it their platform. There's people who are in wheelchairs for their lives, and they're out there doing Paralympics. They're out there shooting basketballs better than I can. They're playing games. They have taken their challenge and turned it into the peak of performance and perfection from their negative experience. And they have a platform of amazingness. And all the other paraplegics and everybody else that are truly wheelchair bound can look up to them and say, I could be that, or I could sit here and get fat and feel sorry for myself and die in my wheelchair. Your pain is either your prison or your platform. I want to tell you guys something. Pops' life had a bit of it in it. All the way from the first little boy I had born. Maybe even before that, a few things in my childhood. But they're a platform for me. They are not a prison. You accept it, you use it, and you grow. Life will only change when you become more committed to your dreams than to your comfort zone. It's not easy 20 hours a day sometimes. You're committed to your dream or you're committed to the couch. You decide. You're committed to being the Paralympic that can shoot the basketballs and be on the Paralympic team, or you're the fat guy in the wheelchair that's never getting out. You decide. Life will only change when you become more committed to your dreams. Are you committed? Or is it just words? And you know the guys who you know that are committed? You watch them grow. I was like, wow, that's not the same guy he was 6 months ago. And it happens fast. Oh my God, it happens fast. One more thought. I'll show you how it works. It's math. It's math. Watch. You start at point here. You start at this point, right here. And you can either go like this, that's normal, or just change your path 1 degree. 2, let's go 2 degrees. Just, boop, I'm gonna do something 2 degrees difference. 2 degrees. Start doing it 2 degrees different. Look at the difference right here. Yeah, it started out, you're not very far apart here. In about a week, in about a month, in about a year. Look at the difference. Because you did a little slip. Instead of keeping on that path, switched it just a little. Ooh, launch. Look at the difference incrementally. Day by day, practice. I'm screaming at the TV, I'm sorry. Experience is not what happens to you. It's what happens. Experience is not what happens to you. It's what you do with what happens to you. Take it to the top. Take every one of those experiences that you thought were painful, accept them, and take them to the top. Here's one more thought. This is beautiful. You know the prettiest sunsets? You know the prettiest sunsets? They always have a cloud somewhere where the sun's kind of reflecting and you get like that golden amber. There's always a cloud in that sunset shot. Just bright sun going down. That looks nice, but that's not the prettiest sunset shot. This guy right here. May there be just enough clouds in your life to create a glorious sunset. Oh my God. May there be just enough clouds in your life to create a glorious sunset. They're prettiest sunsets after a fire. Pop screaming and yelling at the TV this morning. I apologize if I'm a little loud and a little carried away. I know that if you take your pain and you take those negative experiences, you share them and you create practice, goodness and kindness. And those things become goodness and kindness. A gunshot wound in the leg becomes goodness and kindness. When it was something so terrible, so shameful, and something you should never have been involved in. Let's do another giveaway. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me this morning. Thank you very, very much for letting me get my pop on. Let me get my pop off. I popped off. That's what I was doing. I'm popping off over here. I mean everything I say. I mean every word I say. And check me. Check me. I want everybody that's been here, anybody that comes around, check me. We don't live a life of hypocrisy here. I try to be an example. I do. And I'll put some pictures out there and I share what I know, share what I have in excess. This is about being good and kind and practicing. What's the 10 most climbed mountains in the world? 10 most climbed mountains in the world. Bed check, I'll show you the bed, Jeff. And I picked one off of it. Fiji's on the list. K1's on the list. Those aren't the ones I picked, though. I'm reading them. Fiji, K1, 2K, K2, Everest, Mount Hood, Fuji, Rainier, Everest, Mount McKinley, Hood, Everest, Mount Washington, Kilimanjaro, Everest. Kilimanjaro is a great answer. Everest, Rushmore, Everwheat, Himalaya, Kilimanjaro, K2, Kilimanjaro, oops, Everest, Devil's Tower, Kilimanjaro, Denali, Himalaya, Fuji, well said, Kilimanjaro, Monadnock, Himalayan, Mount Kilimanjaro, Adams Peak, Denali, damn I cannot spell, Krog Patrick, Pikes Peak, Table Mountain, Mount Bachelor. Okay, I'm gonna have to give you guys, it's in Europe. It's in Europe. Mount Peak, McKinley, Appalachian, Mountain Mount, Annapurna, Rocky Mountain, Snowdon, Himalaya, Mount Magazine, Octopus, Mount Peak, Eiger. I almost said Eiger, but I don't think it's on the list. Mount Snowdon, Mount Hood, Dolomites, Monodoc, Ben Davis, Halensand, Fiji. I'll only answer Kilimanjaro, Fresno, Mount Helens, Kilimanjaro, Appalachia, Andes, Yosemite, Andy, Cappy, Matterhorn, kill it, Matterhorn, kill it. I remember being at Disneyland and riding the Matterhorn. And then they made a miniature of in Disneyland. They made a miniature of the Matterhorn. Do you guys remember? In Southern California's Disneyland had a miniature of the Matterhorn. And you could ride the Matterhorn, right? Cappy, good job. Cappy, so far no repeat winners today either. So that's good. Cappy, nice work. Matterhorn. There's no more Matterhorn at the Bob's was screaming. No, then they changed it. Didn't they? They went to, what did they change that to? I haven't been to Disneyland since I was 25 years old. So it's Clawtooth Mountain. They got rid of the Matterhorn. I remember the Matterhorn because I lived not too far, maybe 25 miles from Disneyland. And you could drive down I-5 and you'd look over and there's this big fake mountain. Huge fake mountain. And they had a monorail. They had the monorail going around the mountain. And every once in a while you're driving down the freeway and you'd see the monorail go by. And you're just like, God, I wish I could go to Disneyland so bad. Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, sorry about that. Matterhorn. We got a pack in here for Cappy. Got a pack. Pop's pack. After Pop's popping off, you get a Pop's pack. Hey, no problem with that. Then we also have an Apple Crisp. And we have 2 grams of Arkansas supplements. Okay? I want to do one more giveaway before you guys go. Because you guys had to listen to me scream and yell at you. Let me do one more giveaway before we go. And we got about 2 more minutes. And I have one more question on my list. So we're ready. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Okay, I just wrote it down to be sure. What I'm going to give away is not in a box yet, but we're going to give this away. All right? I'm going to give this away to somebody, the next winner. IG, if you can, pop over to Pop Shrooms on YouTube. I can't. The feeds are so off that we end up messing up things. But if you guys can get on over here. Okay, so I'm going to give this away to Mushroom Strain. And this isn't gourmets or anything. This is the kind that Pops grows. Give me a mushroom strain. Give me a mushroom strain. Okay? PE. First one I see is PE. Ecuador. Disneyland, Golden Teacher, Cambodian, Pink Buffalo, PE, Hillbilly, Albino Avery, Hillbilly, Golden Teacher, Enigma, Pink Buffalo, Golden Teacher, B+, Ape, kill it, Ape, The Slick Kitten, Ape, it's Ape, that's the one we picked. The Slicky, she got it. I haven't seen Alicia, I haven't seen Alicia, I mean, I know she's here, but she usually wins 3 times a week, right? She's usually winning 3 times a week. This one's going out to you, doll, but you got to give me a reading, and DM me your information, okay? Yeah, you got it, the Slick Kitten. I love how she always does black hearts, too. Like, if you check out some of her posts and stuff, you kind of want a red heart from her, right? You never get a red heart from her. She always gives you a black heart, and you're like, I don't know if that's good. Are black hearts okay to get? Someone help me out with that. Is it okay to get a black heart? You kind of want a red heart, but see, there she goes. Yep, there she goes. I love her very much. But still, I'm not sure about the black hearts. We'll got to figure that out. All hearts are okay, Sai says. That's the right answer. See how girls know this stuff? Beth, she's wicked pretty. Okay, Pops. Congrats to the kiddies. Congrats to everybody. I think we had a beautiful day today. Thank you guys for being here. I'm not sure about Discord tonight. I am going to try to make it, but I can't commit because I have a couple other things, but I'm going to do my best to be there. Definitely here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Big Bucks Friday. Big Bucks Friday. So be here. We're going to have fun. All right? Pops, peace, love, out. Scroll me out of here. Hello, Pops. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? Johnny, yeah. Have a great day. Bingy, Bob, have a good day in Scotland. Tab and Joe and Michelle and Exception and Chef. Chef, I heard you were funny last night after I left Discord. Heard you were the king of the party. Michelle and Simone and Simon, hey. Shady Cat, kitty. Lee, that was a beautiful poem, bro. We're going to post that. Okay? It was great work. Great work. We had a really good time with that poem. That poem now is the theme poem for Tea with Pops. So beautiful. Who gets a theme poem? Jay Woo and Taylor. Taylor, it's your thing that I'm going to read. It's your story. I'm going to read that tomorrow. Make myself a note. Taylor's story tomorrow is a good story. I couldn't remember your name. Taylor. Okay, where am I at? Taylor and E. Later, skaters. Joe Dibbs, love you. Have a good day. Dat Swag, Big J, I'll see you later for sure. Jackie and Tabitha and Derek and Drake and Kristen and Cappy and Cy, you're beautiful. Have a great day. The Exception, you too. Jason Grayson, don't trip if you're not there. Carrie, love you. E and Drake and Kate and Rob, love you guys and your mom. Corey D, this is Patrick. Hey, Jason, Whiskey L, love Ellie Cat. You are a smart one. Jay Woo, Lee Burdick, Jason, Big J, Johnny Farms. Oh my goodness. Let me kill this one up here. We're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. And then, oh, that didn't go well. Okay, have a great day. Anyways, I'm caught up with you guys here, pretty much. Kate and Rob, Johnny, Helpy, have a great day. Bud and Lawrence and Backwoods, nice win. E, Jason, Matthew S. and Eric, Discord was on fire. Kate and Leanna, have a nice day. Nice to hear from you. Have a great day, everyone. Haley, okay, Pops, peace, love. I will talk to you all later. Be kind to one another. And thank you for helping me have a great day.